The pimpology of sexual submission. Now I started to call this the psychology of sexual submission, but the psychology of sexual submission is pimpology. That's why most men can't get it. First of all, they don't understand it. Secondly, they don't have the balls to jump into it because it takes a well made up, non emotional mind to make this happen. Now, first, let's talk about the 5 levels of sexual attraction. These are the 5 levels of sexual attraction. Anything else you can think of fits into one of these 5 categories. So we're not going to dissect it down. Yeah, we could probably come up, if we go ahead and analyze it all the way down to the very least compound, we probably can come up with 50. But all of those that you can think of that I don't name fit somewhere within these pockets. The first level of sexual attraction is I wouldn't mind getting to know him. She sees you, she likes what she sees well enough, but it's not an all the way sexual turn on. She's not just ready to go there with you, but she's interested enough to where if you cold approached her, she might let you take on a few dates. You see the level of sexual attraction where you cold approach and you got to take a woman on several dates. That's the lowest possible level of sexual attraction you can have. Now, we're talking about sexual attraction. We're not talking about a woman who's not attracted to you at all. We let them beta males talk about that. We're talking about sexual attraction, the first level of a woman being attracted to you. The second level of attraction is when she feels like he looks like he could break my back. He looks like he can break my back. There's just something about you where at least she's looking at you in a sexual way. Now the way she's looking at you is majority sexual, but there's something missing that's not gonna maybe cause her to show you a choosing signal or attraction confirmation. She may look at you and smile, something real simple, one of those real super subtle attraction confirmations where just letting you know she's attracted to you, but she really may not want you like that. The third level of attraction is dude fine as hell. When a woman say that, she's thinking sexual already. Her thoughts of you are sexual. Anytime a woman looks at you and say, man, you fine as hell, fine to a woman means you can get it. Fine to us means, shit, man, I push out on the team, man. I can see me doing some things with her, man. If her inside is beautiful as her outside, man, then I can rock with her. That's how we view fine. A woman views fine as maybe the minute since I had something. That dude right there, I like him. The fourth level of sexual attraction is when a woman feels like if he wants it, he can get it. When you hear a group of girls saying he can get it, that's the fourth level of sexual attraction. That's the second, that's the second high, that's the next to the highest level of sexual attraction. He can get it. When a woman see you and in her mind, he can get it, that woman wants to have sex with you. That woman would have sex with you. Not necessarily saying she wants to, but she's looking at you as the type of man she would enjoy having sex with. You have the look that she would want to see in a man she was having sex with. Now let's get to the ultimate level of sexual attraction. This is the level that the majority of men never get to. The majority of men never get to this level of sexual. Hell, the majority of men never get to he can get it level of sexual attraction, because even though they may have the physical look, the physical appeal, they don't have the energy. The woman don't feel the energy. But this is the ultimate level of sexual attraction. When a woman tells her friends, I'm going to the bathroom to clean myself up and take off my panties. When a woman says that, she is aroused by you. She is aroused by you. And if you're paying close enough attention to a woman like that, she's sending you attraction confirmation that you can't deny. She's looking at you. You turn around and catch her looking at you. Of course, if you alpha and you got that energy, you looking at every woman that look at you in a certain way. You looking at her in a domineering way, a dominant way. And whatever on her mind is finna go blank just by the way you looking at her. The glare in your eyes, the gleam in your eyes. She ducks her head and turns away. But the way she was looking at you was a look of wanton desire. Now, let me tell you something. Many men don't even know what a look of wanton desire is. Many men can't even tell if a woman wants them or not. You know how many times that, and let me tell you something about that. If a woman wants you and you don't know it, you approach her like a man who wants a woman. You don't approach her like a man who a woman wants. See, this is where the pimping comes in. When a pimp sees a woman, in his mind, that woman wants him. Because see, the coldest nigga out there. She ain't seen nothing colder than him. The average man, no matter how well he puts himself together, no matter how strong he thinks his game is, no matter how well together his physique is, no matter how well together his paper is, no matter how long his paper is, he still can't bring himself to have the ultimate level of confidence where when he sees a woman, she shows him attraction confirmation, he approaches her like he already owns her. I'm telling you the power in approaching a woman who shows you attraction confirmation as if she's already your woman. Talk to her like she's your woman. All that does is turn her on even more because women love to be dominated sexually. You don't have to put her in a sexual mind state if you're already on level 5 of attraction. If when she sees you, her panties get wet, you ain't got to worry about it. If she mess up her panties when she sees you, the sexual attraction is at the highest level it could be. All you got to do is go over to her and let her know that you already own her and her pussy. But it's hard to do. You know why it's hard to do? Because the majority of men don't know when a woman is feeling them like that. If many men knew when a woman was feeling them like that, there'll be a whole lot less cold approach of women who don't fucking feel you. I never understood that. If there's two kind of men, either you got all your shit together and you know it and women can sense it, so you get attraction confirmation pretty regularly, or you a man who ain't got his shit together and you ain't getting no attraction confirmation and you damn sure don't need to be cold approaching a woman. Boy, you need to go monk till you get your shit together. Those are the only two kind of men there are. Now, let's talk about, we just talked about the 5 levels of attraction. Now let's talk about attraction versus arousal. You see, there's 5 levels of attraction. There's only 1 level of arousal. The 5th level of attraction is the only level of arousal. You know what arousal means? Arousal means that woman is in a state of needing to be sexed. She needs to have her back broken. She want to fuck, dog. That's what arousal means. If you're a man, you're not aroused until you brick the fuck up. That's what arousal means. When you bricked up, bro, you're aroused. You're ready to beat some down. When she's aroused, she's dripping. Anytime you've ever had sex with a woman who wasn't dripping, she wasn't aroused, bro. That's why you got to go do things like and go down on her and do a whole lot of foreplay. Man, let me tell you something, boy. Foreplay is to arouse a woman. If she's already aroused, bro, and any woman to tell you this, when she's already aroused, and she don't want no foreplay, she want her back broken. She got an itch in the center of her body that you can't touch from the outside. But many men don't know that. Let me tell you why many men don't know that. Well, we'll get into that a little bit later. Why many men don't. Matter of fact, hell, we'll get into it now. Here's why many men don't know that. Because many men don't know the difference in being a sexual circus freak versus being a sexual ringmaster. Of course, there's a lot of freaky things you can do to a woman that feel good to you and feel good to her. But if both of y'all chasing a nut any way y'all can get it, then y'all like 2 women together. Who's the domineering one? Who's the ringmaster? Who's in control of the scenario when both of y'all are wide open chasing a nut? Nobody's in control of the scenario at that point. Both of y'all are running a race to get to the same place. But who's making sure the finish line is there? You know what I'm saying? Who's making sure there are no obstacles in the roadway? Nobody. Because you playing the same game she's playing, and that's her chasing the feeling to get that itch scratched in the center of her body. Arousal happens immediately when the attraction's at level 5. That's why I tell y'all I don't cold approach. I don't want to have to do foreplay every time I'm with a woman. I don't want to have to take a woman on 3 dates in order to pique her arousal. I don't want to have to build a woman's interest. I don't want to have to make a woman like me. I don't want to have to work for sex because sex isn't worth the work. You work for sex and then you work during sex. Come on, man. What's the payoff? What's the payoff? See, let me tell you something what happens with this level of arousal. The main difference between arousal and attraction is something that a woman sees with her eyes. Arousal is something she can't control. She can't control arousal. Her pussy will betray her every time. She can tell herself, I'm not going to have sex with him. I'm going to go to his house. We're not going to have sex. But all the way over there, her pussy thumping. She can tell her mind she ain't, but her pussy saying, shit, let that nigga be at home. All he got to do is be at home. You ever had a woman fall through on you, man? And like, you ain't really had no plans, man, on just rushing her down through there or whatever, man. You know, she was coming to the crib, man. Y'all was going to cook a meal together in the kitchen, man, which is, just another part of, showing her, that you're dominant or whatever, man. Just your mannerism with a woman start dominance. Your mannerisms with her. You can't dominate a woman without touching her. I'm telling you, you can't. Ain't a nigga who tell you got to dominate a woman's mind before you dominate her physically. Fool, you got to dominate a woman's whole body at the same time. You can't dominate one part of her first, then dominate the other part later. Like she two different people. She's one person. It's like driving a part of your car to work later and then come back and get the other part of your shit later. If you drive your car, you're driving your whole car. It's like going to your bank, getting some money out your checking account. Nigga, if you get some money out your checking account, it's all coming out your checking account. It's like you got two jobs and you're going to go to both of them at the same time. No, nigga, the woman got one body. She's one being. You got to dominate her whole being at the same time. How much time it's going to take you to dominate part of her, then dominate the other part? These boys ain't got no game out here, man. They be talking crazy. So let me tell you something. When you turn a woman on, there's nothing she can do about it. Let me tell you a secret about women, man. Her mind will always follow her body. She'll do all type of dumb shit but trying behind what her body wants. And that's why as a man, if you do all types of things behind what your body wants, you're feminine. That's the difference between a man and a female. It's the main difference. And that's the reality of it, man. You have to understand, man, that you shouldn't want a woman who's not aroused by you. That means that woman does not view you in a sexual manner. That woman does not want to have sex with you. That woman would, listen, all these other levels of attraction means there are different levels of a woman being willing to let you work to get sex from her. Now, the fourth level of attraction, if he wants it, he can get it. That's pretty, you can maneuver that one a whole lot better than you can maneuver the other three. The other three are a wash. If my level of attraction, if a woman's level of attraction for me is I wouldn't mind getting to know him, bitch, I don't want to get to know you. If her level of attraction is he looks like he can break backs, of course I look like I can break backs. If that dude fine as hell, I'm not motivated by a woman thinking I'm fine. I don't care about that. But when we get to if he want it, he can get it, that automatically puts the ball in my court. I want y'all to listen to how these sound. I wouldn't mind getting to know him. He looks like he can break backs. Dude fine as hell. If he wants it, he can get it. Automatically, that puts you in control. That's the first level that puts you in control. If he wants it, he can get it. Basically, she's saying all you got to do is come get it and you can get it. Now, of course, you might have to do a little bit more. You're going to have to come in there and put your mouthpiece in effect, which I don't mind that. I really don't mind that level, to be perfectly honest with you. That's about the lowest level I'm going to go on attraction. Anything lower than that, man, I'm good. I just, I actually just had somebody telling me, man, the other day, man, some chick telling me, man, that, she knows some chicks, man, that, that think I'm attractive and they get they or whatever, man. I'm like, that don't matter to me. I don't care nothing about that. I don't care nothing about a woman thinking I'm attractive, man. I don't care. So I don't care. It don't matter. Because that's not the level of attraction that I want to be on. Of course, now if you're a young man and you're in college or something like that, man, then the game may be different for you. It don't have to be, but it may be different for you because you don't have a whole lot of experience. So you haven't realized that the value is you yet. I can tell you this shit all I want to, that the value is you the prize. But until you start to live a life that's prize like, see, you could be the prize. It's like this: if your ass the heavyweight champion of the world, but you ain't never inside the ring, guess what? You're a paper champion. And that's how it is when you're a younger man. You gotta take that time being a paper champion and keep building yourself up to be a champion. But it's hard to do when you're just a paper champion. When the women are the prize. In college, dog, the women are the prize. It takes a well-made-up mind to be a young man in college and look at yourself as the prize. Because you ain't had no pussy, nigga, for real. And if you did, you ain't had none on the level of college chicks, boy. Listen, bro, even as a grown man, if you 50, you still ain't banged around with no tenders, man, like you got on the college campus. Man, that's the greatest playground of a player right there. Greatest playground of a player is a college campus, man. So another thing you got to keep in mind is this, man. The reason why I say, and we're talking about sexual submission. We ain't talking about no relationship. We ain't talking about no marriage and all that bullshit right there. We talking about sexual submission. That's all we talking about, sexual submission. Niggas be talking about a woman knows within 30 minutes. A woman knows within the first 30 seconds of being in your presence if she wants you to beat her back out. She know it within the first 30 seconds. Sometimes she ain't even got to see you. She can talk to you. That's how cold it gets sometimes. But a woman know within the first 30 seconds if you arouse her. You know why? Because arousal damn near hits her when you come through the door. By the time you see a woman who's aroused by you, man, she been staring at your ass probably about, 5 minutes already while you've been going around dapping people up, shouting out the partners and all that, man, hugging up a few chicks, man. She been looking at you the whole time. I'm telling you how arousal goes, bro. Man, let me tell you something. When I tell y'all about episodes where I met a chick, man, and we had never met personally, then, man, we met at a restaurant, and before we even finished our meal, man, we was in the bathroom. When I tell you, man, I met a chick at a park, man, and we end up in a fucking outhouse. Well, not with an outhouse, but them little portable porta potty. End up in a porta potty. That shit come from arousal. That shit come from the point where, man, listen, bro, there's a level where a woman won't let you get away from her. She'll take your dick, man. If you ain't never had your dick taken from you, bro, man, listen, I had a woman, man, take my dick. I was either gonna have to fight her or fuck her, one or the other. And I wasn't gonna fight her. I ain't really have no reason to fight her. But really, man, like, she was not gonna let me not fuck her. I didn't have an option. I was gonna have to beat her up. I was gonna either beat her back out or beat her up, man. That's arousal. That's a woman who has an itch that only you can scratch. When I tell y'all about the hide and bother technique, you can only use the hide and bother technique if a woman is aroused. Had scenario chick came to my career, man. Listen, bro, this is another chick who tried to take my wood, but she had a little bit more. She seemed to, I guess she had a little bit more dignity, or she had a little bit less fight. Once she saw, man, that, once I got her hot and bothered, she saw I wasn't gonna cut her, man, then she just chilled, but she didn't get mad, man. She stayed around, man, about another hour, man, just chopping it up, man, hugging all up on me, man. You know how they do, man, hugging all up on me and trying to be subtle, man, subtly trying to see, if I was gonna beat her back out. I didn't that time, but eventually I did, man, within the next week or so. But what I'm telling you is this is based on arousal. So when I tell y'all alpha males don't cold approach, we don't fucking cold approach because women are aroused by us. If women ain't aroused by you like that, nigga, you ain't alpha. Telling yourself you alpha for if women ain't aroused by you like that. Cut that shit out, man. You can call yourself whatever you want to call yourself, but the results of your life, the results of your interaction with women, man, is what determines if you are what you say you are, especially when it comes to women. The result of your finances are what determines if you are who you say you are when it comes to business. The result of your physique is what shows if you are who you say you are as far as fitness. Everything that you say is based on the result you get. You can call yourself anything you want to. Nigga, you can have a penny and call yourself a millionaire. But if that ain't you, it ain't you. Now, let me tell y'all this as well, man. Sometimes physicality evokes basic interest, but the wordplay aggression gets the thong soaked. Sometime, man, you could fall in. There is a possibility. But you got it, man. Listen, your mouthpiece got to be so cold to pull this off that if you on the level of, okay, she say, man, dude, fine as hell. You see her, because a woman that think you fine as hell, man, she will look at you, man. She may even gawk at you. You know what I'm saying? She may smile at you. She probably gonna show you attraction confirmation if you catch her eye. You know what I'm saying? If she catches your eye, rather, she gonna tell you, she probably gonna show you some form of attraction confirmation. Now, if you go and approach that woman, which is a warm approach, she shows you a subtle attraction confirmation. If you go over there, man, and you go over there still with that supreme ass confidence, after saying a few words, man, you could possibly soak her thumb. That's why I say that's not a bad level, man. Like if you can catch that at one of these levels, catch her enough to get attraction confirmation. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, if a woman doesn't show you attraction confirmation, she's attracted to your ass from afar. You understand? She's attracted to you, but not enough to let you know. Why approach her when there's a woman, especially if she's a bad chick? If you got one bad chick that's attracted to you, there are more bad chicks who are attracted to you. I can promise you that. No man in the world has only one bad chick that's attracted to him. If you own your shit enough, man, for a bad chick to be attracted to you, trust me, there's more bad chicks. You're going to go somewhere else where there's a bad chick attracted to you. And then you're going to go some other places where there's a bad chick attracted to you. And then that bad chick cousin might be attracted to you. But sometimes the physicality just evokes the basic interest. And you got to seal the deal with your mouthpiece. And that's where a lot of men fail. Because you're being taught, you're being told, you're being shown that you should approach a woman like she a fucking prize. Women don't respond to men approaching them like they're the prize. A woman will let you date her. She'll let you take her out. She'll let you wine and dine her. She'll let you come to her crib and chill. She'll let you do all of that. But as soon as she sees you're the type of man that's waiting for her to give you the fucking okay, you lost already. That's why you got to date a woman for 5 fucking months. Nigga, man, I wish I would. You date a woman for 5. Man, there's people that meet a woman, bang her, knock her up, and marry her in 5 months, and you still dating a woman for 5 months? You're a fool, man. If you got to date a woman for 5 months, the woman don't want you. If you got to take a woman on 3 dates before you get any type of physical action, the woman don't want you. Let me tell you something. If you got to take a woman on 3 dates, you're on the you ain't even on the I wouldn't mind to get to know him level. If you got to date a woman for 5 months, man, that woman don't want you. And after 5 months, it ain't nothing you can do to arouse her. A woman will not. Now, a thought will, you know what I'm saying? A slut will have sex with anybody. She can figure out a way to turn her on because the money arouses her. That's something totally different. We ain't talking about the woman who's aroused by money. You know, we're not talking about the working girls who can make $1 every single day. You know, make back to back to back by being aroused enough by the concept of making money or by the prospect of pleasing her man to go out there and make that money like that. But we ain't going to talk about that level of it, not today. See, this is what you got to understand, man. A woman will have sex with more men than she'll submit to sexually. I say that again. A woman will have sex with many more men than she'll submit to sexually. Because all in all, even if a woman is not submitted to anyone sexually, she still needs a sexual release from time to time. And some women need it more than others. So there's a possibility that a woman could be giving you some amazing sex, but that don't mean she's submitting to you. That just means she's horny. And a horny woman will do a whole lot of things that a non-horny woman won't do. But the bottom line is, you're just being used for a nut. There's a huge difference in a woman sexually submitting to you. Let me tell you what the major difference is between a woman sexually submitting. I was going to hold this one off to the end, but let's talk about it now. There's a big difference, a huge difference in being victimized by sex as a weapon against you versus using sex as a tool when dealing with women. The majority of men can't use sex as a tool when dealing with women because they're too busy being victimized by women using sex as a weapon against them. A woman would never submit sexually to a man who she can weaponize sex against. The very moment she can control you with sex, you nigga, your chances of having her submit to you are slim and none, and Slim just got shot. That nigga dead, dog. It ain't gonna happen, man. It's automatically turned off. You can't turn it back on. You understand? Once a woman sees you as weak for sex, you can't turn on dominance from that. You just can't turn it on. It's hard to get a woman to change her mind about you being weak, bro. Hard. It damn near can't happen. So why do I say women use sex as a weapon and men use sex as a tool? Because let me tell you something, man. Alpha males don't have weapons against women. We have weapons against adversaries. We have weapons against threats. We have weapons against worthy opponents. Why the fuck would I have a weapon against a woman as a man? She's a woman, bruh. I don't need a weapon against a woman. Just tools. My dick is a tool. I use it to poke and prod her interior to get her to move the way I want her to move. I reward her when she does well. I use my dick for two reasons: to reward her when she does well and to punish her ass when she does bad. Two different types of toolage. It's kind of like different between a flathead screwdriver and a Phillips head screwdriver. I don't give a fuck who you are. You can't take a flathead screw out with a Phillips head screwdriver. When you got a flathead screw, you need a flathead screwdriver. You got a Phillips head screw, you need a Phillips head screwdriver. That's how you screw, no pun intended. But a woman uses sex as a weapon against a weak man because you're fucking weak for it. She controls you with it. She punishes you with it. She rewards you with it. Man, let me tell you how much of a sucker you got to be. How much of a lame you got to be. How much of a simp you got to be controlled by sex. To have one woman controlling you with sex. Now, what does that control mean? That means let me tell you something. There's a woman, many women, who've got a man who, if they at home alone and they can't get who they want to be with, they can call that motherfucker at 3 o'clock in the morning, man. They get up out his bed and come to the crib, and he got to be to work at 6. He will get up and come to her sexual rescue. And then that woman has another man who she'll get up for at 3 o'clock, knowing she got to be to work at 6, or take off at lunch and then tell the people she got caught in traffic or she had an emergency at home so she could stay at that man's crib and lay up. You understand? There's a woman who will come to a side of town she's afraid of to come be with that man, and then she's also got a man who will drive after he's been at work for 12 hours. He'll drive an hour to get to her crib and won't even go to sleep. She won't let him. He'll stay up and listen to her talk. He'll stay up and cook for her, and he'll stay up and give whatever kind of sexual pleasure she wants. There's a man who goes down on every woman he's with, and there's a man who don't go down on none. Now, I know some beta male simp man Johnny gonna come in here probably from another country somewhere and say, "Oh, I thought the BOA you could go down on the woman. The woman like the pleasure too. You think the woman put to go down on you? You never go down on the woman. Oh, that's not what my mommy taught me. My mommy taught me the woman is the one who gets the pleasure. You go down on the woman, give her what she wants. Oh, mommy, Dr. BOA say you have lied to me, but I believe you, mommy. You're a smart woman, smarter than Dr. BOA. Okay, cool. Keep putting your mouth down there on that thing if you want to, man. That's your thing, bro. That's not even sexual. When you think about what you're doing, bro, that ain't sexual. It's freaky, but it ain't sexual. It's something that you do whatever it takes to please a woman. And the thing is, I know somebody in here, I like doing that to my woman. Man, if you like doing it to your woman, you like doing it to all women. You know how nasty that is, man. You know how nasty it is to say to every woman you been with, man, you to put your mouth on her, bro. Because every woman you been with, you probably wasn't in no relationship with her. Probably didn't have no type of, even in a relationship, but shit, at least in a relationship, you can have an expectation. Let me tell you something, bro. I have never had a woman request or demand that I go down on her. I never had a woman request or demand that shit of me. You know why? Because I only deal with women who are aroused by my fucking presence. I ain't gonna never have 50 women. Cause it ain't no 50 women that I'm gonna meet. And nigga, you know, I'm busy, bro. I'm about my business. You know how long it take me to come across 50 women? I don't go to no club to meet women. I don't go to no bar to meet women. I don't go to no function to meet women. I don't do none of those things. I don't do those things. Nigga, I travel to places and watch birds and watch whales and watch dolphins and sharks and shit. I'm on another level, bro. I don't just go places to meet women, but the only woman I'm gonna deal with is a woman who's around. Listen, bro, I'm only gonna deal with a woman who, when I see her, when I meet her at her job, I can call her outside and fuck her in. That's the only one. If listen, that's arousal. When you can pull up at a woman's job and tell her to come outside, man, and pull around the corner, man, and fuck her at work, man, and drop her back off. That's arousal. When you can pull up at a woman's job and have her come outside and have her blow your brains, man, she ain't got to get in there. You might play in that thing a little bit, man, with your hand. You might finger pop her one off, man, and then she's satisfied as hell, man. She go right back in there to work, clean herself up, man, and go right back to work. And you know what? If you want to, you could do it again the next day. And I ain't talking about no fucking scallywags. I'm talking about some chicks that other niggas at the job been trying to cut and can't cut. I'm talking about that. I'm talking about a woman, man, you could be coming in from out of town, man, and you can just stop by her house at 2:30 in the morning, stop by. Because she don't give a damn when it is. You are the nigga that does it for her. That's fucking sexual submission. Ain't nothing else sexual submission. So you understand a woman that's not aroused by you, and I don't mean a woman you got to turn on. If you got to go down on it and rub on it and touch on it and kiss on it and lick on it and all that to even get her ready to have sex with you, nigga, you are not her choice. You are barely an option for sex. I'm not cutting no woman. I'm barely an option for sex. I'm not her choice. How alpha is that shit? Nothing alpha about that. And that's the reality of it, man. I ain't making this up, bro. I'm not talking no crazy talk. I'm not trying to put myself on no higher level than nobody else. I'm just telling you, this is what sexual submission is. Listen, the pimpology of sexual submission is basically you are above the woman. And let me tell you something. Women know that already. Every woman knows that. Except for the woman you don't want. I mean, you don't want to have to, I mean, you can put yourself to the test. I have a couple of times with a feminist chick. I knocked out a couple of feminist chicks, man. You know what I'm saying? Had them at the job getting their back broke too. Because it don't matter. Sexual submission is the easiest submission. I don't care who the woman is. She can be a butch dyke. If a butch dyke is aroused by you, she's going to submit sexually. Any woman who's aroused by you is going to submit sexually. The problem is you can't be patient enough to only deal with women who you arouse like that. Another thing is this, man. I tell you like this too, man. There's a difference in these two aspects. Pleasing her pleases you versus pleasing you pleases her. That's one of the telltale signs of sexual submission. How many times have you been able to just get brain from a woman and she ain't even take her clothes out? She might have popped her titties out or whatever, man, because she wants you to play with them and do things that she might want to play with them herself. She might want to squeeze on them and tweak her nipple. She might want to do whatever she got to do while she's down there. But how many times have you been able to just get brain from a beautiful woman and not have to cut her, not have to go down on her, not have to do none of that? That's sexual submission. That's a sexual submission experience. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you another sexual submission experience. I don't know what channel we on right now. I don't know, SJ. What channel we on right now, man? Y'all hold on for a minute, man. I thought we was on the damn BOA channel, man. Let me see what channel we on right now. Y'all give me a quick second, man. I sure thought we was on the BOA channel, man. We might be. All right. I thought I had both popping, man. Okay, I'm over here, man. YMC, man. I see you over here, bro. Mod Squad deep, man. 4 deep. Mod Squad is on deck. The entire squad is in the building, man. All right, we rolling on both. Good, good, good. So I say this to you, man. We got to keep in mind that this is the business, man. If pleasing her pleases you, she's the prize. I want y'all to think about the concept of what this is in your mind, that pleasing a woman pleases you. It makes you feel like a man to know that she is pleased. I'm not saying she shouldn't be pleased, but what I am saying is, how does it make you feel like a man to please the woman who is beneath you? She is submissive. How is it that this happens? And when she should be being pleased by pleasing you. You ain't never had a woman who got off from giving you brain, bro? If you haven't, man, let's give a moment of silence, man, for your sexual submission possibilities, man. Let's give a moment of silence. All right. I'm telling you, bro, these are sexual submission experiences that every man should be able to have. I'm not telling you no strange shit that a man shouldn't be able to have. You know, when I really think about this, man, see, this is the thing. There's a difference between getting her best sex and nothing else versus getting her best everything else except sex. Now we get into the ism. How is it that a pimp is okay with getting a woman's best everything while she goes and gives her sex away every day? Why is it? See, the difference is sexual submission means that a woman is submitting to you as your property, as your sexual property. You can do whatever you want to do to a woman who submits to you sexually. There's nothing you can't do to her. Think of whatever it is you want to think of. There is nothing you can't do to her because she has wrapped her mind, her entire being around the concept that she belongs to you sexually. Y'all too busy trying to make a bitch belong to you marriage-wise. Or she belongs to me emotionally. Her heart belongs to me. You buying into her heart belongs to me. You know why a woman tells you you have her heart? Because she knows damn well you can't ever get her body. She knows you can't get her, you'll never get her to submit to you sexually. You've already lost out on that battle. That's why men get into marriages and don't have, how the hell you live in a house with a woman, man, and she can go without having sex with you? She's not aroused by you. Man, when a woman is aroused by you, when you ain't around, she think about having sex with you, man, and mess up her panties. She saws many pairs of panties when you ain't even around, just thinking about having sex with you, man, thinking about getting her back broken, thinking about giving you some brain, thinking about doing all of these amazing things to you. She can feel you in her bones. She can feel you in her soul and her spirit, bro. You ain't even got to be around. So how the hell you in the house with a woman? Man, you a fool if you married to a woman, man, that ain't aroused by you, bro. And you're a female in the mind if you listen to a woman tell you, well, it ain't all about sex. It's about more than that. There's more important things in a relationship than sex. Bullshit. Not for a man, there's not. Not for a man. There is nothing more valuable for a man than sex in a relationship. Nothing. There are other things that have some value, but sexual submission is it. And a lot of times you have a man who, that's why a man, who can make a vow to his wife that it's just gonna be me and you, he ain't gonna cheat on her, and it's just gonna be them in a monogamous relationship. He making that to a woman that don't give him the greatest gift that a man can get from a woman, and that's submission. If a woman is not submitting to you, you're never gonna be able to be with just her. And I'm not saying, that, hey man, if you every man should just be with one woman. No, but what I am saying is if you make that vow to a woman as a man, you got to be an honorable man and honor what the hell you said. But you can't do it. You know why? Because there's another woman outside of your house that's submitting to you sexually. It's better to marry that woman who ain't got shit else going for herself but submits to you sexually than it is to marry a woman who got all this other worldly shit going on, all this feminist driven shit going on, but she don't submit to you sexually. That's why I tell you men to focus on getting your money. If you get your money, you ain't got to worry about a woman's money. You ain't got to settle for a woman who don't submit to you sexually, a woman who's not aroused by you because she got money. Let her keep her money to her damn self and go find a nigga that's she gonna submit to sexually. Every man should have a woman who submits to him sexually. If you don't have a woman on you right now, I want every man in here. I don't know how many women you got on your team. I don't care how many women you got on your team. You know how many. But you go down a list of women on your team, and everyone that don't submit to you sexually, every woman that don't submit to you sexually, you got to cut her ass off. If you got to pay for sex, you got to cut off, bro. Sex ain't even that important for you to pay for it, man. Go home and deal with Mama Palmer and her $5. Don't go crazy with it. But man, do what you got to do, man. Don't have no woman, man. Listen, bro. If a woman is not aroused by you, you tricking off in some kind of way. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, women don't give free sex to men they're not aroused by. I say that again. Women don't give free sex to a man they're not aroused by. That's why a working girl can go out and work the blade all day. Well, all evening. She can work the blade all evening long. Coming at motherfucker 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. Check the trap. And then be all ready. All the girls, all 10 of the girls, all 15 of the girls, all are vying for the opportunity. Unless nigga got a schedule. Most pimps with that many girls got a schedule. He got a schedule. He got what I call a layman schedule. He got a schedule of when he gonna be the man that lay this woman, lay that woman, lay that woman. But all of them are ready. They just tricked the trap, gave him their money, and now they want to go in and give him some free sexual submission. Why? Because he's that motherfucker who puts her in the proper perspective. How? By being in the proper perspective himself. If you don't think you're a sexual master, a woman would not submit to you sexually. Man, listen, bro. It's easier, and this is real talk. It's easier for your mouthpiece to talk you up from level 3 attraction than it is for you to talk yourself out of sexual submission when a woman is aroused by you. Man, women forego shit. They let shit slide and ride to the side to be with the man that they're aroused by. Plenty of women taking care of nigga right now that don't do nothing. Now that won't last long. Eventually, that don't take long at all. Maybe 3 to 6 months in, that woman, you just gonna be too weak. You're gonna be too much of a broad for that woman to keep submitting to you sexually. You know what I'm saying? She'll keep giving it to you. Because one thing about a woman, if she's aroused by you and she submits to you sexually, even if you end up messing that up some kind of way by just turning into a broad or just whatever happened to turn that off, she'll still keep having sex with you because the arousal never goes away. There's just other things that come and cloud the arousal, as I like to call it. There's other things she's looking at you that she just disdains. She has a disdain for, rather, some things she abhors, but she'll never abhor you sexually, brother. Once a woman is aroused by you, bro, once she submits to you sexually, that's just what it is. It's there. Hey, y'all give me a minute right quick, man. Give me a quick minute, fellas. All right, we're back in the building, brothers. We're back in the building. I appreciate y'all holding in there with me, man. Appreciate it. See my boy D Flames, man. Appreciate the $25 super chat, brother. Brother say, welcome back, fam. I got something for you on Cash App traveling. Calls my brother, my good brother. Hey, no doubt, brother. I appreciate that D Flam, man. D Flam, man, one of the real ones, man. You know, my mod squad, man, I'll put him against any mod squad on the platform, man. Appreciate that, brother. Now, let's get back to where we were, man. Now, pleasing her, if pleasing her pleases you, then pleasing you will never please her. That shit where the woman please you and you please her and both of y'all as equally concerned about each other's pleasure, man, it don't work like that in real life, bro. That's that fairy tale romance novel shit. A woman is not going to feel that way about you if you're serving her. Women do not serve men who serve them. I say again, women do not serve men who serve them. A woman will not submit to a man who submits to her. A woman will not be controlled by a man who lets her control him. A woman will not respect a man who lets her disrespect him. If you are a man who pedestalizes a woman or even puts a woman in a 50-50 mindset, sexual submission is never going to happen to you, brother. You can hang that shit up. And that's real talk. Now, another thing is this. Getting her best sex and nothing else versus getting her best everything else except sex. You know why a pimp is okay with that? You know why he's okay with that? Because all of that represents submission. Sexual submission means sexually, you do what the hell I want you to do, even if that means going out there giving somebody else some sex for money. That's how deep sexual submission goes. See, people think pimping is about something else. It's about submission. It's about sexual submission. That's pretty much what it's about. Now, to maintain that submission, yeah, you got to pour a whole lot of mental control and a whole lot of emotional control. A whole lot of domination has to take place in other areas, but the crux of it is sexual submission. That's the bottom line. That's the crux of it. Every positive interaction that a man has with a woman is based on sexual submission. Because a woman was put here to be a sexual benefit to a man. She was put here to be a mate. Help meet and mate is her purpose. The reason why we fit together the way we do physically is because she was put here for that particular purpose. She was put here to be submissive to you sexually. Everything else is about obedience. Sex is about submission. She can't control submitting to you sexually if you arouse her. Everything else is about her willingly submitting to your rule. That's the difference between all those other things and sex. Listen, bro. Now, don't get me wrong. If a woman submits to you sexually, then it's a whole lot easier to keep her in line where she stays on track with those other things as well. But it's very possible that a woman can give you everything else she has and still go submit sexually to another man. What you got to understand is the sexual aspect of a woman is totally different from everything else. You can do everything in your power for a woman. You can fucking buy her the moon and build her a house on that motherfucker. But guess what? If you don't arouse her, she's still going to submit to somebody else sexually. You can kick everybody off the face of the earth and tell that woman this whole goddamn world belongs to you. But guess what? She going to find that one amoeba and grow that motherfucker into a man that arouses her, because if you don't arouse her, a woman won't submit to you sexually if you the last man on earth if you don't arouse her like that. You'll just be she'll hold out long as she can. She'll probably get her some toys or cut some trees and make her some toys, or, but she'll when she has to have that physical attraction between humans, that human connection, then she'll have it with you. But let me tell you something, bro. The majority of women out here don't have a man around them that they submit to sexually. That's why they're buying all these fucking sex toys. They don't have a man they submit to sexually because they don't have a man who arouses them. That's why when you're in shape, that's why you get so much attention. Because outside of sports, There aren't many men who maintain their physique through all the way into their 30s and 40s. Shit, look at the athletes. Athletes retire, man. Nigga be fat as hell within 3 years. Nigga gain 200 pounds in 3 years. Why? Because they do it as a job. When they lose the job, then they lose the need to wear the uniform. And it's the same principle, man, with, the majority of women have never sexually submitted to a man. And that's why when you come across them and they arouse you, man, some of the greatest experiences you'll ever have are with a woman, simply not a woman who's got all the experience in the world, because she could be a little bit loosey-goosey. I'm telling my boy, that thing could be loosey-goosey. That thing could be rubber band stacks. You understand what I'm saying? But the woman who has never sexually submitted to a man, that woman to give you the best experience you ever had in your life, bro. The best experience you ever had in your life. You know why? Because everything's going to be new and she's going to be buck ass wild with it. She's going to be buck wild. Now, another thing is this, man. Chasing a woman for sex versus dodging a woman for sex. Let me tell you something. If you don't have the experience in your life of actually trying to, dodge a woman because she wants to have sex again, you never had a woman, you never had a woman sexually submit to you. Because I'm gonna tell you something. Just because a woman sexually submits to you don't mean she's gonna stick around for the long haul. Sometimes, man, a woman submit to you sexually, man, you get with her a few times, man, you just realize that in other ways she's just too fucking incompatible. You don't really like her. You know what I'm saying? And if you alpha, you don't deal with people you don't like, man, unless they bring in a serious benefit to you. And I'm sorry, busting a nut just ain't a serious benefit. You can get it anywhere. But if you never had that experience, bro, you never had a woman sexually submit to you. Because I'm telling you, once a woman sexually submits to you, man, because you bring her that type of arousal, man, a woman gonna want it all the time. A woman can go from being celibate to wanting to get it in every other day, man. Some shit for a few days in a row sometime. And I'm gonna be honest with you. As an alpha, man, it don't take long for somebody to wear they fucking welcome out with me. It just don't take them long to wear they welcome out with me. That she's there, and then before you know it, man, I'm like, man, I feel like I don't never want to see her no more. I need a break from her. But when a woman get a tape, man, when a woman get a touch of that wood, man, when a woman get a touch of that wood, that's got her, man, laying everything down, man, you can't get rid of. You really can't. A woman who just has a sexual relationship with you will try to break up your damn relationship, man. If you arouse her to that point, man, that woman do everything in her power, man, try to break up your relationship, man. They will lose their fucking mind, bro. I'm telling you from experience, they will lose their line, bro. O'Shea Duke Jackson, man, appreciate it, brother. Brother in Uganda, man, dropping out for Uganda bucks, man. O'Shea to hit me out with $25,000, man. I appreciate that. Oh, damn sure could use it, bro. Appreciate you being in the joint, man. We're going to have to do something here pretty soon, man. So, you got to keep this in mind as well, brothers. When we talk about, we look at this is the way men look at it. When men look at it like submissive pussy is the prize. Like, if she submits, man, she's the prize. No. Nah, bro. Let me tell you something. We'll take pussy that's not submissive and have just as much fun with it because we just trying to drive our way to a nut. A woman, dominant dick, man, is a pot of gold. We ain't talking about good D. We ain't talking about good D. Good is good. We talking about dominant. A lot of niggas out here, man, can have good sex with women. Women admit that a lot of men have good sex with them, but I'm talking about dominant sex. Dominant sex. Controlling that woman, man. Dominating her. Not giving her an opportunity to even voice what the fuck she wants. And crazy as it sounds, she'll keep coming back for more of that shit, bro. because that's the only thing that taps into the femininity deep down in her soul, man. You want to tap into a woman's femininity, you got to dominate her sexually, bro. Man, listen, you can be having all kind. Man, listen, bro. A woman can be popping off at the mouth, having a smart ass mouth, doing all type of things, man. She could be aroused by you, man, but she could just be uptight or whatever. Man, you fuck around, man, put the dominant dick on her, bro. Man, that shit gonna be different. Everything in her mind, everything in her spirit is gonna be different. I'm trying to tell y'all, the brothers, man, the significance of sexual domination, bro. Like, there is nothing like it. And I say the pimpology of sexual submission, man, because pimps originate this shit. This red pill shit y'all doing, man, pimps originate this shit. Y'all call it female nature, man. Shit, we call it pimping. Y'all talk about, hypergamy. Nah, man, we call it, man, cop and blow. You understand? All this shit y'all labeling, man, been around forever. You know what I'm saying? That's why on this particular platform, man, I am the utmost authority on female nature. Now, hypergamy and all that shit, hey, call it what you want to call it. But on this platform, I'm the utmost authority on female nature. I'm talking about all female nature. See, females in the game and out of the game are different. Educated women and non-educated women are different. Hood women and suburban women are different. What I am telling you is I have one of the most well-rounded resumes of dealing with women from all these different facets of alpha male life. So I don't profess to be the biggest pimp or the biggest gangster, the biggest thug or the biggest nerd or the biggest nothing, but I do profess to be the world's utmost authority on female nature. So sex is a reward for you versus sex is a punishment for her. Sex is not a reward for you. It never has been a reward for you. When a woman gives you sex, it's not to reward you. It's to see if you can get her off. It's never to reward you. Ever. It's never to reward you. Stop looking at it as sex to reward you. No, it's sex to control you. That's how you control a dog, with rewards and fucking treats. Roll over, boy. Lay down, boy. Play dead, boy. Jump, boy. Bark, boy. Shake, boy. Good boy. Give him a fucking Scooby snack. Nigga, you Scooby-Doo, and she using the pussy as a Scooby snack in your life, bro. That's just not how an alpha male views it. Because let me tell you something. The basis of this shit is that I, as an alpha male, will do without pussy before I let pussy control me. I am prepared to go the rest of my life without pussy if pussy is going to control me at any point. If it's going to make me weak, if it's going to make me speak, if it's going to make me geek, I'm going to pass up on it forever. O'Shea, appreciate the 10K, man. O'Shea up in here, man, getting it up, bro. Hey, I appreciate you being in the joint. Oh, appreciate it, man. Is he the latest fuck or earliest fuck where you at? I think it's early where you at, though. Either way, bro, I appreciate you being in the joint. So we got to keep in mind this, man. The real deal is this, man, that submissive pussy as the prize is just not the way it goes. Many men think it does. Many men feel it does. But that's just not the way it goes. Because most men don't even get submissive pussy, man. Most men don't have women submit to them sexually. And let me tell you something. A woman just letting you have your way with her is not submitting to you sexually. A woman putting the greatest effort she could put in, man, to bring you to the greatest ecstasy that a man could ever feel. That's sexual submission. A woman making it her job to give you the best experience you ever had. A woman fucking talking to her friends and reading books and watching videos to figure out how to give you the best brain you ever had. A woman figuring out how to loosen herself up, man, how to relax more so she can take the D better for you, man. And if even you, man, listen, man, a woman doing whatever the hell she got to do to make sure that she the one that you come to when you want to release. And you know why? Because you damn sure the one she want to come to when she need a release. She don't want no other man. A woman who submits to a man sexually will not be nearly as likely to fuck somebody else as long as she got access to that man. She just won't. Women need multiple men when they ain't got a man in their life that's strong enough, that's masculine enough to dominate their ass. Because every woman want to be dominated. If you leave a woman undominated sexually, all she'll focus on is her own fucking pleasure. And the thing is, if you're not, what pleases a woman more than anything is being dominated sexually. Being dominated sexually. Man, let me tell you something. I had a chick, man, a little bad young tender, man. Nigga, she couldn't even bust a nut without getting choked. She couldn't get off, man. I ain't talking about just with your hand around her nigga. I'm talking about choking that bitch till she turned blue in the face. I had to leave her alone, man, because I like, man, in my mind, I like, man, shit, one need time, man, I'm gonna strangle her ass, man. Because the closer you go to her passing out, the closer you go to her eyes rolling in the back of her head, man, the more pleasure she get from it, bro. And I just chill, man, because I ain't lying. I started finding pleasure in it, like trying to see how close I can get to, fucking choking her out. And I was like, man, let me leave this alone, man. These people are not going to want to hear that I was fucking this woman, man, and choked her to death. My ass going to prison. So I said, you know what, man? I had to leave that alone, bro. You know what I'm saying? I had to let that go. But that's how it is, man. Like, listen, bro. Men be talking crazy, man, about like, man, shit. Like, a nigga gonna say something crazy because, hey, man, let me tell you something, bro. A woman wants you to treat her like a sex slave, a sex toy. You understand? Like any type of sexual, anything you can think of, man, shit. You can do whatever you want to do to her. And it don't make her less of a woman, don't make you less of a man. It don't make you less of a man, bruh. She was put here for your pleasure. And if you got one man that's willing to do whatever she got to do, man, to bring you to the greatest ecstasy you ever felt in life, keep her, man. She's a keeper. If you got one that's got an education, you probably want to keep her. She ain't worth it. You got one that's got a couple of degrees, she probably ain't gonna be worth it. You got one that's got her own business. If you want a business partner, she'll be worth it. But if you want a woman, man, that's worth keeping in your life, it's the woman, man, that submits to you sexually. Because I'm going to be honest with you, brothers, and this is real talk. Nothing empowers you more as a man when it comes to women. When it comes to women now, nothing empowers you more as a man when it comes to the way you deal with women than to have a beautiful woman who is sought after by other men submit to you sexually. I'm talking about do things that, bro, let me tell you something. And this is the weird shit that you got to understand. And it's going to bust some men bubbles. 9 times out of 10, the woman who submits to you sexually already got a man. But we like to call it and say, well, man, he ain't hitting that thing right. He ain't hitting that thing right. He ain't hitting it. There's a difference in you fucking a woman and a woman fucking you. There's a big difference. And let me tell you something. I ain't never had a woman fuck me, and I ain't gonna let one. It ain't gonna never be no time, man, because I ain't got no wife. Maybe if I had a wife, man, and settled down and got married and shit, man, not legally, but if I settled down and had a wife, man, I might let her take control from time to time. But bro, I ain't never let a woman take control sexually. Ever. Ever. I've never let a woman take control sexually. I've never sweet talked a woman while I'm fucking a man. Never. I talk to her like a slut every time. Every woman I ever been with, I talk to her like a slut. I treat her like a slut. They love it. That's what she wants to do. Now, there are some women, now, of course, a woman who respects herself don't want you to talk to her like a slut, just nigga, every day. You wake up in the morning, man, and talk to her like you talk to her when you fucking her. She don't want that. But sexually, man, I've never done that. I've never been, nigga, romance ain't got nothing to do with sex. Ain't got nothing to do with sex, man. You can do all that shit, but that's separate from the sex, bro. You can do that stuff if you want to. But what I am telling you, man, is the only way to deal with a woman sexually, man, is to deal with her from a position of power, a position of dominance. And if the woman is not aroused by you, you can't do that. So if you got 10 women and 9 of them are not aroused by you, man, you got 9 women you're wasting your fucking time on. You should only be dealing with 1 woman. And that's just the reality of it, bro. Prime, I appreciate the $10 super chat, bro. So I say this, man. Attraction versus arousal is the determining factor between sexual submission and trying to get into position for sexual submission. If she's attracted to you, she'll give you opportunity to get into position for sexual submission. If she's aroused by you, she ready to submit right there. Man, let me tell you something, bro. Met this little chick, I think I can't remember where, it must have been at Target. This probably been, shit, man, it might have been a year ago. Met this chick at Target a year ago, man, and I can't remember what I was in there getting or none of that shit. I just remember that whatever exchange we had inside, man, it was flirtatious as shit. And I just know that, man, she kept popping up where I was, and I don't remember what the fuck I was getting. I was looking for something, and I don't like asking motherfuckers, man, because I really just I be chilling, blowing time, man. I was just walking around that motherfucker trying to find it myself. And then I like to try to find shit myself. But anyway, man, by the time we got outside, man, I walked to a car, man. You know, we walked out talking, man. She waited on me. She actually went through line before I did, man. She was in one line, I was in another line. She got through hers before I did. So, man, we walked outside, man, and we were just talking, man. And she asked me, man, what you doing later on? I said, shit, y'all just, probably putting a little work in, got some content to edit. And she said, okay, well, I'm gonna give you my number. And you call me and put your number in my phone, blah, blah, blah. And so, man, she did that, man. And she came close enough to me, man. And it was like one of them fucking romance movies and shit, man. She came up to my phone, man. And then when I looked down at her, man, she was looking up in my face with that look on the face, man. And then, man, y'all gonna give me a hard time about this, man. But fuck it. I gotta do it. Gotta keep it 100 with y'all, man. And she was bad, bro. Which ain't no excuse for this shit. But man, she was looking up at me, man, like, I ain't lying, man. She just kept looking at my lips, man. So I ain't gonna lie, man. I slobbed the little bitch down, man, right there in the parking lot, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go ahead and put your comments on in chat, man. Y'all go say what y'all gonna say. I'm gonna give y'all a minute, man. Go on, put your shit in chat, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I slobbed it down right there in the parking lot. I'm talking about straight slob down, bro. So y'all go ahead. I'm gonna give y'all like a minute, man. I'm gonna give y'all like 30 seconds, man, to say what y'all gonna say about that, man. I know y'all gonna say some shit. Like, damn, doc. Nigga, you probably got the cooties or some shit, bro. Damn, nigga, you don't know where her mouth been, man. She probably got to do blowing. So y'all go ahead and say what y'all gonna say, man. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go ahead, man. I slobbed it down, man. You know what I'm saying? And came to find out, bro, that she was out there like that, man. And she had a boyfriend, bro, and was living with him. They lived together. Now, of course, I ain't find this out till I cut her later on that night, because I did cut her later on that night. You know what I'm saying? She fell through the crib, man. It got her back broke. Man, let me tell you something. Boy, I had her ass fold up like a pretzel. I'm surprised. I'm surprised I ain't pulled some shit out the socket. But I say that to say this, man. Just like that. That's what arousal is. You know what I'm saying? That's what arousal is. That shit just turns like that. I'm talking about straight slob down, man. Man, shit. Boy, I damn near had her titties out there in the parking lot. But that's what arousal is. It don't happen every day. But once it happens to you, you're addicted to it. So that's why I don't pursue women. That's why I ain't finna go cold approach no woman. That's why I ain't finna go on no fucking date with no broad. I don't date. I don't do none of that. You know what I do? I just stay on top of my shit, man, and go about my business. And you know what I was doing that day? Whatever I was doing, it had something to do with business. I might have been trying to buy some media cards or some jump drives, some shit. I don't know, man. You know what? I think I went in there and I bought a hard drive. That's what I bought. I bought a hard drive, man. Actually, I bought 2 hard drives, one to put videos on and one to put my live streams on when I download them. That's what happened. I was in there buying some hard drives and looking for some hard drives, rather. I ain't find them, but I found somewhere else. I ended up getting a hard drive from Walmart. But, man, I'm telling you, bro, what that shit was like. And when I say, man, she would throw, bro, throw like hell. And then nigga didn't even know, man, that his girl didn't even want to give him no pussy. She was fucking him because it was her duty. A bunch of niggas in relationship with women, man, who fuck them because it's their duty. Well, I'm in a relationship with him. It's my job. Because even if a woman don't really enjoy sex with you, she don't want you to go fuck nobody else. Not if y'all together. That's reality. It's crazy. A woman cannot want you at all, but she'll force herself to have sex with you, man, because she wants you to be pleased enough not to go get with nobody else. For the most part, most women will. So that's just one example, man, of arousal, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I can get, man, China White an example of arousal. You know what I'm saying? You know, China got just aroused from my words, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm so cold. My energy is so icy. You know, my energy is so it's so amazing. It's so overwhelming that, you know, the arousal just jumped out from there. See, and that's what I'm telling you. A woman can't control when she's aroused. So even if a woman with somebody, you can't fault her for being aroused. That ain't some shit she did on purpose. A woman don't get aroused on purpose, bruh. She just look up and that nigga be right there and her panties be dripping. She be just as shocked as anybody else. You know what I'm saying? I had a chick tell me that one time. She said when he first came in, my girl tapped me on the arm and you know, bro, let me tell you something. Nigga, I walked up in, me and my partner KO, man, from Jacksonville, man. We was in ATL, man. And shit, I don't remember what we were doing over there. But man, we was in there, man. We walked in, I can't remember what I think it was a Chinese restaurant or something. Must have been a Chinese restaurant or a barbecue joint or some shit. We walked in there, man, and literally, man, this motherfucking chick in there, man, she just grabbed her girl's shoulder and started shaking her. She said, girl, what the hell wrong with you? She looked over there and she was just pointing at me, bro, just pointing. And I said, man, I looked at my partner KO. I said, hey, bro, see this shit? He said, yeah, man. I mean, shit. I went on over there, man, talked to him, man, took outside. We went outside and chopped it up, man. I was riding with my partner, man. I went and got his keys, man, took outside, man, got in the truck, man. I ain't cut her, man, but you know what I'm saying? I test out a grill, man. I test out her lip skills, man. And I ain't lying, man. She had some decent lip service, man. Decent enough for me to hit her up, you know, later on, man. So I probably end up knocking it down, man, like a week after that, man. But because I wasn't in no rush in there like that, man. But that's the type of thing I'm telling you, bro. When it happens, a woman can't tell it. A woman don't know when she's gonna be aroused, bro. And you, the only man who will fault a woman for that is a man that don't know what it feels like for a woman to be aroused. She can't help it. She could try to turn it off all she wants. Man, a woman will have to avoid you. I've had women avoid me. Man, listen, I've had some of my partners, old ladies, avoid me, bro. Because the arousal, it was so evident. Look, I'll give you a perfect example, man. And this ain't one of my partners. I ain't gonna even put that shit on blast because it was some shit that dead it. It never went nowhere. It wasn't gonna go nowhere. So I ain't gonna put the nigga might be listening to shit. Man, I felt on this chick one time, man. And bro, when I say, man, her people was all on my dick. I'm talking about, bro, like it was a gathering. So I fell through, man, and I scooped her from there. But I fell through, man. Of course, she want to introduce a pimp to everybody, man. So, I mean, that man, and literally, bro, literally, I was looking at them niggas like, y'all don't, I thought I had to shoot my way up out that motherfucker, man. Say, man, y'all niggas don't see y'all old ladies on my dick like this. But they ain't even know, I guess they didn't even know what to look for. Or they were so used to the old lady being out there wilding like that. You know, to me, bro, man, a bro that was with me, my bro, would have jumped on nigga did like that, man, out of boy. Let me tell you something. I'd embarrassed the ass in there. That's how raw it was. And I was like, man, let me get on up out of here, man. For I've been, let me bounce, man. And you know, even Charlotte was saying, man, later on, about 2 days later, she told me, man, my cousins, auntie, they were going crazy over you. I was like, shit. They need to be going crazy over them niggas they got in there, man. What they trying to do? Make me have to shoot all your uncles and cousins and shit. And but you know, that's just another example, man, of what the arousal looks like. Sexual submission is not something that a woman chooses to do. Now, all the other submitting to you, to your rule in the household, submitting to your control of the finances, submitting to your spiritual guidance, submitting to all that, that's a choice. Sexual submission is not a fucking choice. And any man who says it is, don't know what the fuck he talking about. All other forms of submission are choice. Sexual submission is something a woman couldn't control if she need the power of the Most High to control her sexual arousal. She can't control it. She gonna submit to the man who arouses her to the point where she can't even turn herself off. You know, and that's why I tell y'all this. My motto is this, man. If you're fucking with a woman, man, and you involved with her sexually, bro, you only want to be involved sexually with a woman who you can say once you turn her on, you can't turn her off until you turn her off. You know what I'm saying? You want a woman, man, who fucking as soon as you come through the door, be trying to tear your fucking clothes off. That's alpha shit. That's alpha right there, bruh. That's what you want. And you want that from every woman you deal with on an intimate level. If you're dealing with women on an intimate level, bro, and you don't get that, shit, I don't know what to tell you, bro. I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, if you got a woman at home and you ain't waking up in the middle of the night, man, to some wedding warm, man, bobbing up and down on your wood, nigga, I don't know what you doing. How your old lady don't never wake you up the head? Shh. I don't know what these niggas doing, man. I don't know what they doing, bro. You know what I'm saying? I be listening to some of these stories, man. I be like, damn, nigga, how long you been with her? Man, 5 years, man. Damn, bro, she don't give you no head no more? She ain't never gave me none. Psst, nigga, get off my phone. Don't you call me now another time till you get rid of that bitch. That's what I tell them. If you got a problem with a woman, man, who ain't giving you nothing, no good energy, man, don't call me no more. I don't do consultation with niggas who ain't got the power, man, to do what's best for themselves. I can't tell you how to free yourself from a woman because I don't give a damn if you get free from her regardless. What I can do is tell you how to pull the pieces back together once you get rid of her, how to recover yourself, how to rebuild yourself, how to recapture your alpha essence. Even if it's been 20 years, I can tell you how to recapture your alpha essence step by step. But I'm not finna convince you to get rid of no broad that's treating you like a dog. If you keep her, you deserve her. Shit. I ain't got time for that, man. So I say this to you, brothers, and we ain't gonna stand here much longer, man. You know, we've gone quite a bit longer than we normally go. You know, I've been shutting down, man, 45 minutes on the King Ray Ray joint, man. So, you know, I say this to you, man. Sexual submission happens from the very moment you interact with a woman. You can't suddenly, it's on the rare occasion you can talk up on it, but you got to already be on one of the top 2 levels of attraction. You got to either be at, if he wants it, he can get it, or I'm finna go clean myself up in my pants. But that's, well, the top 2 levels of attraction under, you know, the ultimate arousal is I'm going to go clean myself up and take my panties off. That's arousal. The 2 levels of attraction are he looks like he can break backs and dude fine as hell. You can flip-flop them 2, 3, 4, whichever you want to do. But those 2, if you're there, you can possibly game talk your way into some or you know, just shit, man, slick talk your way or just arouse the woman with your vernacular, man. You can arouse a woman with your vernacular, man. If you got her almost there, you can take it the rest of the way with your vernacular. But I'm going to be honest with you. If you're on the low levels of attraction, I wouldn't mind getting to know him. Nigga, you can't never talk a woman up into sexually submitting to you. She look at you like a homeboy. She look at you like a homeboy. Man, I am not, boy, let me tell you something. I ain't never cut no woman who wanted to get to know me. You understand? I done cut a woman who was already hooked on my dick before I gave it to her because nothing turned her on but me. You understand? She was in a phase where it don't matter who she talked to, who she dealt with. I'm the one she wanted. Now, after that, and then after that, she don't even want to get to know me. She just get to know me along the way because she can't leave me alone. And that's what I'm telling y'all, man. Stop letting these dudes tell you that, man, that you should be out here trying to, you know, chase a bunch of women or pursue them. You know what I'm saying? Man, listen, bro, pursuit is just not something that you should have to do if you're fucking with women that really, really dig you. If you're fucking with a woman that dig you, bro, you ain't got to pursue her and chase her and do all that shit. That's why when I say shit like, you know, man, I take women on dates when they earn it. Like she got to show me some shit, then I'll reward her with a date. All the things that these men tell you to give women for free, those are rewards. If you give all those things for free, what the fuck you got to try to reward the woman with? You got to reward her like a good pupil, like a good student. When you're teaching her, you reward her like a student. When you chastising her, you reward her like a child that's finally learned her lesson. And if you're giving all the trinkets away in the beginning, what the hell you gonna reward her with? That's why nigga be buying women cars and shit and taking them on shopping sprees. Nigga, I ain't never taking a woman on no shopping spree, nigga, to reward her. I'm finna take her to dinner to reward her because I ain't never took her nowhere. Not nowhere like that. Not nowhere formal. You see me with a woman somewhere, nigga. We at a park. We on a walking trail. I got her ass on a bike, riding a bike on a bike trail. You know what I'm saying? I got doing all type of things, man. Shit, man, listen, bro. I think I got at the gym shooting ball. I got all kind of shit. If a woman gonna be around me, she gonna do the shit I like to do. You understand? And then the shit she like to do, I do something with her every blue moon. But the shit she like to do, she can go ahead and keep doing it who she want to do it with, because I ain't got to be around her like that. But if she want to be around me, she gonna come do what I like to do. And that don't work if the woman, if you ain't got to caught up on the dick, man, if you ain't got to caught up on the dominant dick, man, you can't do it. And that's the reality of it, man. Mediocre tutorials and reviews, my brother. Appreciate you being in the joint, man. That brother has a tight channel over there, man, doing some very original work over there, man. And I find myself over there quite often, you know, listen to the content. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, from time to time, man, he'll have a little cutie on there, man. They mind don't be right, though, shit. You know, they still they need some dominant dick in their life, man. They mind don't be quite right, man. But you know, that brother has a good channel over there, man. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate it. $10 super chat, man. I'm gonna have to give me some type of sound. You give him a super chat, he be over there squeezing the bullhorn and shit, man. So I appreciate it, bro. So I mean, you got to understand, man. You got to keep in mind that if a woman wants you, she wants you. And it's hard as hell to make a woman want you who don't want you. It's hard as hell to make a woman submit who don't respect you. And for one thing is for sure. Two is for certain. If a woman ain't aroused by you, I'm talking about panty dripping arousal. I'm talking about pussy wet arousal. I'm talking about take her panties out, man, a long stretch of motherfucking snot, just stretch from a pussy to her panties all the way down to her ankle, just dripping. Man, you can't get her to submit to you sexually because she don't view you like that. You don't. That's just the bottom line, man. That's why I say all the time, I may not have all the women, but the women I have, bro, I'm the shit to them. It ain't nobody but me in their lives. They can talk to 15 niggas, but when it all boiled down to it, I'm the only one for real. I'm the only one for real. I'm the only one they dream about. I'm the only one they scream about. I'm the only one they fiend about, homies. And that shit is just as real as I can make it, bro. And that's real, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't make this shit up, man. I can't make it up at all. So we're going to get ready to head on out of here, man. I appreciate y'all being in the joint, man. You know, I try to keep it. Now I got to make a run in the morning, man. You know, go just tighten up on a whole bunch of things, man. I'll be up early, man, moving around, man. You know, it's got to move around, man. So I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here, man, and try to give me a little Z's, man. And I appreciate everybody coming through, man. C. Rob, man, appreciate $2 super chat. My squad, 4 deep in the joint, man. All the squad is in the building, man. I appreciate everybody being in the joint, man. Appreciate all the super chats for sure. And we're going to go ahead and get ready to slide out here, man. Look at here, brothers. Sexual submission originated with pimping. Nobody does it better than the pimping. Fortunately for me, I got it young. Now all I'm doing right now is sharing the game. There's 2 kind of men in the world. Niggas who chase bitches and niggas who bitches chase. The choice is yours, which one you want to be. Hey, man, y'all put God first and keep grinding and growing, my brothers. We're going to head on out of here. Peace. Chuck Diesel.